But he's coming out here on Maze, a map that, well, we'll just have to wait and see.
Yeah, we've only really gotten a picture of this, and looks very, very for us favored here. You were mentioning it could be Terran favored later on as the map gets more figured out. But Stork is going to be going up against herO, another PvP on this map. And herO definitely the ace player for CJN. This does make sense. Stork being a Protoss player, him being sent out here makes sense as well. And we're going to have to see if Stork plays a better game than he did against Byung.
Yeah, we will have to see indeed. You know, I guess I'll talk a little bit more about it when we get in this game, because who knows what's going to happen. We could see like a DT rush for all we know. Just be the game deciding factor. This is the ace match, so a lot on the line. The winner of this match will win the entire thing, get that very important first point on the scoreboard for round 3. And, you know, indicators aside, at this point, when you go to the ace match, all that really matters is the win. You're going to have a +1 or a -1, but that win is so much more powerful, so much more important.
Yep. Starting from the first game you have in each round, every single game you play is so important. Coming down to the indicator points, we've seen teams get knocked out just being 1 point behind.
Yeah.
So you gotta be on your game every single day.
Gotta make sure you type GG in lowercase g letters. All right, so we're gonna introduce this map.
There's a monster.
There's a monster. Now, hopefully he doesn't affect anything. Now,
He
you'll notice,
eats your units.
you'll notice that these units are not utilizing the terrain. That's why they got killed. The siege tanks over here kill the collapsible rock towers so that they can't get in. Now, these units are getting forced to that out. And ouch! Got Tempest against that small bioforest. Gonna get wrecked. Welcome to Midol, a.k.a. Maze, StarCraft 2 Round 3 Pro League map.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Tons of collapsible rock towers, tons of just rock boundaries in general. You can see that the 4th base is for every player kind of far away from the rest of your bases. And
Look
that
at
third
how...
base, well, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, look at how many places a medevac could be used to, like, just hide behind rocks or, like, fly around, like, dodging armies, and how much more mobile a bioforce could be on this map than any other type of map or any other type of composition that's ever imaginable in StarCraft 2. Yeah, okay, I guess, like, mass void rays might be better. Tempest obviously can shoot over the holes, as we saw in that little highlight reel, but getting up to Tempest is going to be tough against a Terran player who's got that mobile bioforce.
One thing that's being obviously utilized in this in the design for this map is that earlier on, when you have very small amounts of units, you can't really kill the rocks that are blocking the closer pathways to your enemy. But as the game goes on, you can kill those, and it opens up, you know, a much faster way to get to your enemies. So good to see players utilizing that.
Also, keep in mind that at least when I looked at this map very closely just yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, or if I was not looking at the wrong version of the map, because no one's been talking about this, there's a backdoor entrance to all the main bases. So if you kill those rocks, then you could just walk into the main base, be it with a 4-gate, you know, whatever you want to do, you can do that. We've seen that on, I can't even remember the name, Anaconda, I guess it was, in last season of Pro League. Like, there's a backdoor expansion there you can go in, or backdoor rocks you can go into there. It gets pretty nasty. Well, here's our votes.
So we have Kanata again going for Stork, and this time the analyst over there does decide to go for Stork as well. We're siding here with the Korean caster there in the middle in the very handsome blue shirt.
Yeah.
I got to say, you look at herO's results, he did lose in a best-of-7 PvP versus SOS, or $O$, and did lose out on a bunch of money, but he's still, you know, one of the best Protoss players we have here, and Stork is just not performing. I think this is just herO's game, I have to say.
Yeah, I think so. The map aside to its Protoss versus Protoss, I think this could be a very long game, by the way, depending on how the rocks line up, because of how difficult it is to already engage in late-game PvP.
Yeah.
Like, how many pathways are going to be cut off? Like, how difficult is it going to be to attack into these choke points with Colossi versus Colossi, Charge Zealots, Archons, Immortals?
Yeah, I have to agree. I think if it does not end earlier on, if there's no sort of timing attack that kills one player or the other, I feel like we could see a very, very long game here.
Yeah, I think you're right. Alrighty. Everyone's in the lobby. Stork definitely the underdog here against IEM Finals, Grand Finals runner-up against SOS, someone who's done very well in IEM in Asia as well. herO is no easy player to beat. One of the best Protoss or Protoss players out there in a time of Protoss dominance. Stork, on the other hand, has a lot of room to grow, big shoes to fill from his StarCraft 1 career. The winner of this best of one on Maze is going to decide which one of these two teams takes the very first win in the SPL Round 3.
LTA는 SK텔레콤.
Up here in the top right in the pink for Samsung Galaxy Con, the Protoss player, it is Stork. Got a little stubble on his mustache.
Yeah, shave that off. Down on the bottom left, of course, for CJ, it's herO. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen an observer utilize the hide terrain key. Now, what he's done is he, on the minimap, has disabled the colors for terrain so that the only thing that you can see are the rocks and the mineral patches, of course, and bases and units. So you're always going to be able to tell as an observer where the pathways are unlocked and where they are locked.
Yeah, and if you think about this, if you look at the map right now, they're cross spawns. They got to go through basically a maze. They have to go through a maze to get to each other. It is such a long map as well. They have such a long rush distance on this map that if a forward pylon gets scouted, they're going to have a rough time getting across the map.
Yeah. I'm going to take a closer look on my PC. By the way, there is an Artosalope on the map. Just thought I'd point that out. So in order to get...
Artosalope, huh?
Yeah. In order to get into the map, you have to... In order to get someone's backdoor expansion, there is a cooling tower that has 500 hit points. Of course, 1 armor that you can destroy to get into the base. In order to get to that, you have to... Well, you pretty much have to walk all the way up to the natural and then walk through a choke point that leads to that cooling tower. There's also a debris pile next to that cooling tower. So the debris has 5,000 hit points. If you kill the cooling tower, actually, though, I think that might act as a rock tower, which would then do 500 points of damage to the debris. So I'm not exactly sure how that works. Regardless, I think you have to kill a debris. And we'll see. Now, the scout comes out here first, of course, for herO. And a little bit of a later scout for Stork. See if he gets lucky or if he decides to cross scout first.
Yep. You guys are getting just a little peek at just how big this map is, how long it takes for this one probe to get all the way down there. Well, in herO's case, all the way up there. Now, they are going to bump heads here. Doesn't really tell much to herO because the scouting timings for both probes are a bit different. But he is going to get a good look at the base once he does get up to that top right.
Yeah. Pylon goes down here on the edge, just for some extra vision. Not next to the cooling tower, though. Well, Brendan, this map, not sure how I feel about it.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. Not just yet. I want to see a bunch of games here. We're going to have a Twilight Council going down here for herO. Very quickly. They're right after the Warp Gate research. Does have one Stalker going to pop out. And based on how late this probe scout is, he took such a long time to get all the way to the top left, and now he's going all the way down to the bottom left. That one Stalker is going to be out way in time and should be able to kill that SCV, or rather that probe. I don't know why I said SCV. Before it does get in the base. Oh, slips by.
Wow. Nope. Wow.
Yeah, didn't have enough time to regen those shields.
By the way, this map is just really dark in comparison to the rocks. We don't have terrain turned off. I was wrong earlier. I just wanted to clarify that. So no vision here whatsoever on what's going on. Stargate gets added. He canceled the Twilight Council, right? Yes. I was about to say, like, he's going down all 3 paths.
Yep. Kansas Twilight Council.
I'm like, I know it's gonna take a while to cross the map, but I mean, not that long. Well, that's... Whoa!
Well, herO
I just think he might actually lose that. No.
takes a bunch of damage, and that's not going to be good for herO. I'm not sure why he wants to kill that debris. Just wants to make sure it's not blocking any buildings later on, I guess. But here we have herO going for a very aggressive Blink Stalker timing. He's going to put down this Nexus, it looks like, Stork, but that's not going to stay up for long.
Well, he also knows, like, he knows that his Blink Stalkers haven't been scouted, so he wants to commit pretty hard. I really don't like, actually, the Oracle. I don't understand the idea behind that. It's going to take so long to get across the map. Maybe he's... I was going to say maybe he's getting it for detection, but no, that doesn't make any sense either. It's just going to be a very late, very slow Oracle, which he decided to do after finding his opponent's spawning location was so far away. So he's going to go in here and attack directly at the front. Something that hasn't been scouted still by Stork. The rock's, of course, not going to be the attack location. He's just going to go towards the ramp. He's going to do a normal attack here. There's only one gate up right now, and he starts a second observer. Okay, no. There's the Immortal. That was scary.
Yeah, that was very scary. He needs an Immortal to hold this off. At the same time, herO keeping 2 of his Stalkers back, wants to block the ramp just in case of DTs. Not exactly sure. I mean, he did see the Robo and the Stargate, so should be well aware of this. But he is going to stay down at the bottom of this ramp, and this Nexus is going to have to be canceled. If he lets that finish, that would be crazy. But here comes the Oracle. How much damage is it going to do? Nothing here in the mineral line. Going to start picking at these probes. Already gets 4, 5.
Yes, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Messes up the targeting as well. This Oracle just got 11 kills, and now he's going to try to go for the attack here, but with the overcharge, he's going to have to be forced back here, and the Immortal is not dead.
Nope, not dead at all. Very much alive, Brendan. But when that overcharge runs out, does he have enough to hold here? He's starting to pull probes, and he needs that second Immortal. It's about to pop out. There it is. And I think with 2 Immortals and the third one already queued, he should be fine here. Worker counts a travesty, 28 to 17 right now. He's got just way more Harvesters here. And he's going to have to blink out.
Yep, another overcharge goes down, enough energy here, and he's going to have to blink out. Not a lot of damage here done.
Now hear me out, though. This map is really big. It's going to be hard to punish, especially against Blink of all techs. So, you know, it looks like, oh, wow, herO is done. But no, this is PvP, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, definitely. He's going to have a lot of time here, herO. If Stork wants to take advantage of this, what he has to do is throw down a Nexus, and that's what he's doing. He's going to get the Nexus up first. He's going to be way ahead in the economy. Going to be able to get those upgrades up very fast as well. Whereas herO is just struggling to get by. He's trying to rebuild his probes. And he's going to be very behind, definitely, but he is going to have that defender's advantage. He's going to have this huge map to block himself as well for that extra time.
Yeah. Well, this is going to be a funny game. So he's killing these rocks now, the debris. And, you know, with the killing the debris, he's going to be able to have 2 paths to harass. Could even start killing, like, towers to buy time with his Blink Stalkers. You know what I mean? Like, kill a bunch of towers, drop the rocks down, and oh no.
Loses a Stalker there. He's forced to blink away. Stork having a very good idea of what's going on, has that Observer in a very good position. And now, even though he did not have scouting information before, he does have sentries, can get that hallucination out. And he's going to get to... He does actually fly right over the pylon as well, so he knows where the pylon is. He's going to be able to get to the base of herO, see what he's doing over there, see the Nexus timing. Stork is in a very good spot here.
Yep. Our toe slope wants to get in the base too so bad. Not going to get in. Now, I like the effort here to try to get into the main base, but why not kill every tower on the way back home to your base right now so that you can slow down a ground push and then take like a double Nexus, because Stork has mined so much more on 2 bases for so much longer, Brendan. Plus, he has a better probe count. The Nexus still isn't even ready for herO.
Yeah.
There's going to be a moment where Stork's just like, no, I'm going to kill you. What do you got? He's getting his own counter blink. Like, he's like, you're done, man, LOL.
There's only enough time that a map can buy you.
Now he's doing it.
He's doing it now, but still, I mean, he's got so many Immortals in that mix, Stork does. How long exactly is this going to delay him? I mean, Stork, even before he's ready for the push, he's so far ahead that he can just keep that army of Stalkers back in the main to even deny scouting like this of this Hallucinated Phoenix and just get to work on killing those rocks to make it even faster for him to get across the map.
You know, he could also even try to set a trap, crush the units with the rocks. I mean, honestly, that sounds so silly, but, you know, in desperate times call for desperate measures. I'm gonna blink over. He's doing it, though, and, you know, I think he really should be. He's not going to be able to double expand. He doesn't have enough time. But doing this at least, oh, wow. He's already killing that so fast, Brendan, like.
Yep, this is what I was talking about. He's got 4 Immortals in the back here. He's got Sentries, he's got a couple of Zealots as well. Has a probe with it for the forward warping. He's going to make a pylon very far forward. He's going to have a very dangerous attack here. I mean, that one Oracle that was able to come in here, I'm not sure. I mean, herO was just not ready for it. He messed up the targeting as well. And the Oracle was just able to get so many kills, and the Blink Stalker all in just didn't do enough damage, or any at all. And it's really put herO way behind in this game.
He's got 2 towers here. He's not using them.
Leaves it with a little bit of health so that he can't use that tower to drop it down for defense here. And now with the force field there on the ramp, he's just going to be able to kill this.
He blinks down, too. Sorry, herO. Looks like we're going to have a bit of an upset here. Stork looking solid, man. Good defense early on. And I feel the better map overall for his build.
Yep, definitely. It looks like herO might have enough to defend this for a little bit here, but Stork is just on so many bases back at home, and he should be able to get the economy up and running a long while. He's going to lose this battle. He's going to warp in a couple more Stalkers here to save those couple Stalkers that he had left from that battle, but he's able to just run back home, and he's going to be chrono boosting out the upgrades. He's going to have +1 up here very, very fast. He's going to have the range for Colossi as well.
Yeah, he looks solid. It was a, you know, he stayed a little bit longer with the attack than I suppose he should have. Well, what are your thoughts on this game? I feel like the Oracle was really the deciding factor, obviously, but a bit sloppy on the defense there. He had Stalkers defending against DTs, but I think, like, did he see the Stargate? I'm really not sure.
I think he did. I think he came in with the probe and saw it before, you know, Stork was able to kill the probe.
So if he saw this Stargate, there's like no reason to have the DTs like that, or rather the Stalkers like that.
Yeah. Not sure. Maybe a bit of nerves. herO, you know, taking deep breaths before every game can definitely be a guy to get some nerves.
Urubu.
Urubu. We heard the Koreans say that as well.
I have my game in English, so this is Urubu, but yeah, same.
Urubu. That one Stalker going to get to work on that tower.
What else is there to say about this one? I mean, it's going to be a long time before the game ends, and that means that he's got more time to try to catch up, right?
This is what we were saying before the game. I mean, this game, Stork is way ahead, right? He came across, killed the Nexus. He lost the battle, though, and now it's like, well, he needs another huge army, and he's going to have to walk all the way across the map again. I mean, especially on this map where it's cross spawns. It's just such a long map. It's gonna take a while for him to make this army and feel confident enough to go across the map.
Yeah. Fleet Beacon gets scouted, so he knows that Tempests are on the menu. Starts charge, of course, back at home before he sees this. And he's just trying to counteract the Colossi. But dealing with the Stalkers alone on the ground is going to be basically impossible. Oh boy. He's just got so many. He blinks again. Only gets one there, barely avoiding his death, the second one.
Yeah. And now he's got double Colossi production coming out here.
It's just the Tempests are not ready. They're not ready yet. And even with them, the Stalkers are going to be a problem.
There the rocks fall down, but the rocks get killed there. You're going to kill another rock tower.
He is really trying to buy time here.
Yep. He's bought himself a decent amount of time.
He's doing it again?
Yep. Hallucinating Colossi, making his army a little bit thicker. On the other hand, Stork going to do the same thing, make it harder to target down those Colossi. But, you know, he does have the 2 Tempests coming out here.
Yeah, the Tempests are going to want to hit the real ones, right? That's the issue here.
Yeah.
You know, he set a bit of a trap here with the Stalkers on the high ground, but it's not going to matter. He wants to crush those units if he can. And how many does he get here? I don't think he's going to get any. The rocks fall down and hit nothing. Time warp on the high ground. Way too much Stork here. Not enough herO. And it looks like Stork pulling off a pretty big upset. Will actually win this PvP and bring his team their very first victory, the very first victory in general for round 3, and also the first win on Maze. Look at herO's face, man. It's over.
Yeah, he's like laughing in disbelief. Pretty big loss there, pretty big mistake, put him way far behind. Definitely a very big upset.
Immortal's doing Gangnam style, man. That's what he's doing.
Yep.
GG.
There's the GG. Stork is able to take the game against herO, grabbing his heart, grabbing his chest. Definitely a lot of nerves coming into that game. Very well-deserved victory there. herO just not seeing the Oracle come across, doing way too much damage. Stork getting enough Immortals out to defend the Blink Stalker all in. Distance on the map playing a decent part in the game as well. Push came a bit later.
No fancy ceremony.
Yeah. No tape together rulers.
Keeping it simple.
Flash.
Keeping it plain and simple. Pretty easy way to ease out of that one. Talking to Solar a little bit there. Like, wow, yeah, you attacked into you there. You were ready.
Yeah. herO taking that one pretty harshly.
Yeah, I mean, that's a pretty big upset. And, I mean, no offense to Stork, but I think most people expected that herO would have an advantage going into this. And